Dr. Christian Lassen with Evergreen Dental in West Jordan, Utah. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'd like to start a video series called Practical Dentistry. It's just kind of the tips and tricks of keeping your teeth healthy and clean and why you need to and what happens and what to do about it for any person, not just for dentists to understand. So first thing I want to talk about what causes cavities and gum disease. Cavities and gum disease are two different types of that white slime that sits on your teeth. If you scrape your fingernail across your teeth, you get little white slimes that sits on there. There's two different basic kinds of that white slime, that dental plaque that forms on your teeth, depending on the germs that are in your mouth, what you've inherited from your parents, what you've gotten from your neighbors and friends, or where you live. Depends on what kind of germs you have in your mouth. And if it's the kind of slime that eats holes in your teeth, what it does is the germs in there, they're taking the sugar you're eating, the food you're eating, and they're turning it into little bits of vinegar. Vinegar is made by all sorts of germs. But when it sits on your mouth, it finds little nooks and cracks and crevices and little hiding spots where that white slime sits and just cranks out little tiny bits of vinegar. And over time, it starts to dissolve the calcium away from your teeth and eat holes in your teeth. And it's kind of like rust on a car. Once it's there, once it's kind of entrenched in your tooth, there's not much to do but just cut it all out and refill it with something else. The second kind of slime that people get in their teeth is more of an alkaline, basic type environment where it starts to collect the calcium from your spit and your water and the food you're eating, the milk you're drinking, whatever it is. It starts to collect extra calcium and start depositing it, kind of like that nasty hard water deposit that forms on your bathroom sinks and around your faucets and toilets and things like that, that crusty stuff. And it makes a nice little home for bacteria and germs to sit, and it starts to form below your gums and hide below your gums. And it's really hard to clean off with the toothbrush and floss. It starts to get hard and crusty, and you can't do it by yourself. So you come in the dentist, and the hygienist will clean it off every 6 months for you. And most people get a little bit around the bottom of their front teeth or up in their upper back teeth. Those are really common areas to get it. Even if you do keep your teeth religiously clean, it starts to collect there anyways. Go to the dentist twice a year so we can take x-rays and see if any of those little holes are starting to eat their way into your teeth, and we can check. Enamel's really hard on the outside of teeth, but the inside of teeth is a lot softer. So even though it might be a little tiny pinhole stain in the bottom of a tooth or in a crack of a tooth, it might be spreading out real big inside that you can't see, and one day it'll just collapse and cave in on itself, and you got this big monstrous hole and this tooth's half missing and you got a toothache or something like that. So if we try to keep those real small, we can fill it with a little bit of filling material rather than having to do root canals and crowns. And we can spot those early on in the x-rays, and we can watch them. If we see, hey, there's a little area you're missing, you might want to get that taken care of, keep that extra clean, and you're good. Or, hey, here's a little filling that's gotten away from you, a little cavity that's gotten away from you, let's fill it up and just put a filling back in there. $100, you're done. Not a big deal. Much better than having to deal with a root canal or toothache or whatever. But if you need those, we can do them too. But just want to give you a heads up. Feel free to make comments, ask questions. We try to check this, and we'll try to keep making these videos that'll help you out. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.